The Ism Podcast. Marcovelli, get it? My dude
Daniel.
out here, you know what I'm saying? The duo, the dynamic duo, you feel me?
Yep.
Hell yeah. We back at it. About to give you some more game. Of course, this is what we do. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely let Daniel take it away because I know he wants to
Today
speak
we're
about
definitely on the
one thing.
opposite thing. Like I'm wearing like a black shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Hell
Shit
yeah.
literally looks different.
Oh yeah. We Mitch yin yang. All right,
I
go
still
ahead.
can't get over the fact that you said you like your shirt's like really tight.
Yeah, man, bro. I like
That
to
shit, I
show
don't
off
know. That
that
shit feels
shit.
uncomfortable for me.
You know what's
How
funny
you
though?
what?
As a kid, I used to wear baggy shit.
And for
Like
me, it was the opposite. When I was young,
really,
I swear, bro. I was
bro.
literally just about to say that when I was younger, bro. Maybe like probably up until high school. Yeah, up until I
Yeah,
used to
yeah, same.
love wearing tight shirts. Like I would wear muscle shirts and shit
Muscle
like that.
shirts.
And then I was
Really?
just like, I just don't like how tight it is. I'm like, I
Did you
like
have
how
muscle?
loose.
Did you have muscle back then?
Yes, that's when I was like in football and I was hitting weights and shit like crazy. Yeah,
Damn, that's so
yeah.
interesting, bro. Like it's literally the polar opposites. Because as that when I was that age, I was skateboarding. We were
You were
skater
mad
kids. You know
skinny,
what I'm
right?
saying?
Or
Honestly,
no?
no, I wasn't skinny. I wasn't skinny, but like I didn't have like that muscle that I wanted. I had muscle, but it wasn't what I wanted. I wasn't cut. I always wanted to be cut. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
We're
really
never
achieve
gonna
that
have
to
the
high
muscle that we
school,
wanted.
bro. Well, no, I got that shit now.
So you right
Honestly,
now you're satisfied with your body?
oh no, I got to get down a little more pounds, but
Oh,
you know what I'm saying. But
okay,
muscle though,
okay.
muscle
Oh,
wise,
very
I
true.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. I got it. I got you know what I'm saying. Like I was able to achieve that shit. But skater kids, bro, we was back in the day. People don't really know this shit because people, I think they dress a little bit different now. Back in the day, bro, skater kids was pretty much they dressed like gangsters, but really, you know what I'm saying. Long,
Oh, very
baggy
true.
shits,
Very true.
baggy pants. Bro, we used to wear we used to our belts used to be like lace
I remember that. Yeah, I
shoelaces. Yeah,
remember that. I remember seeing
yeah,
that. Yep.
yeah. That's what we used to do, man. We
Yep.
used to wear Circa. We used to wear DC. You know what I'm
DC. I
saying?
wore DC.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that was back in the day, bro.
DGK.
The GGK. Oh, that was. I
Yeah.
still got a shirt. Big booty bitch
Really?
on that shit. Yeah, man.
Really?
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Yeah. But yeah, that's what skaters would do, man.
Zoomies is so corny now.
Zoomies, man. That was always awesome off-brand ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Remember the
Um,
I think we already talked about this. The I Love Boobies thing.
yeah, I remember those. I used to collect them shits.
So corny,
Yeah,
yo.
that's facts. It was
It was
extremely
so.
corny, bro.
Remember
It was
silly bands? Did you guys ever have silly bands?
yeah, we had silly bands. We had silly bands. That was quick though. That was a
That was like our
really quick
fidget spinners.
phenomenon. Yeah, that was our yeah. But here's the thing. They were just bracelets. And I guess they're in the shape of an animal, right?
Yes, yes,
But I'm like, bro, fidget spinners were much cooler.
yes.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And it's like, bro, we were occupied and entertained by the stupidest shit.
that's just how it is, dude.
Yeah, man. We as
You're
kids, man.
accustomed to what you're used to.
Indeed. Because we
Just
didn't get that
you know,
shit.
yeah.
You know?
Um, man, I thought the world was gonna blow up today. I hopped on Twitter. I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I think it was, and then I see that there's like a.
Civil War.
Long story short, there was like a civil war happening in Russia, and people were like blaming, uh, the CIA, saying, "Oh, that was like a coup or whatever."
Really?
Yeah, because
Really?
bro, you know that America doesn't want like Russia to win.
Yeah. They're probably right, bro.
So this is what I was gonna get to. Well, long story short, bro, with the thing, they ended up making like a peace treaty or something, and it's just like okay, it's not gonna really go crazy. That's all
Peace
I've
treaty
read.
between
That's all I've read right now.
a peace treaty between who?
The people that were starting the civil war, like the mercenaries and Putin.
You don't find that funny?
Yes, and the whole thing is funny, bro.
Like a peace treaty between you and your people, essentially. A peace as
Oh
if you
yeah.
guys are supposed to be separate. But this is how the world works today. The government and the people are separate, even though they should
Oh
be together.
yes, yeah, because I feel like, bro, they feel like betrayed, man. Like they did not want to go to war. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they don't want to
people
go
in
to
Ukraine
war.
they feel the same way.
Bro, look, the average person in Russia, bro, probably don't give no fucks about this shit. Like,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
bro,
They
like they
probably
were
don't care.
literally. Do you remember? I think I mentioned it already. When they found like two Russian soldiers, bro, going to in Alaska, they were escaping the war.
Really?
Yeah,
Two Russians in
yeah,
Alaska.
yeah, bro. You know
No, you
what,
didn't
bro?
send me
Putin
that.
actually came out. He made a law
You
this
can't
week,
desert.
huh?
You can't like deserting. Okay, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
that's
My
always
fault.
gonna be man like a
Mm.
law. But bro, if I just I'm gonna look at what I just saw on Twitter. This is you're gonna laugh. But he made it law if you're in jail for like a minor offense, and if you join the army, it could be traded for like freedom.
Okay. You have a big country and big military strong country
Like
like
what I'm just
Russia,
saying.
right? Right. You have a big. Let me look at this. Hold on, Putin. But you know, there's Russian people, black people in Russia. People don't know this shit.
Of course, yeah.
Every man, look, the even like I heard like some of the names like Shaniqua, the Kwa thing apparently originates to Russia.
Oh, wow,
Like that,
Russia's
like,
interesting. But you know how humongous Russia is,
bro, it's humongous, bro.
Jeez,
It's humongous, man. Look,
they barely got sun though,
huh? Yeah, I
right?
know.
I hear
Yeah.
like over there, bro. I hear it's like so depressing. Like all they do is drink and like that's it.
Drinking like shoot fucking beer
Yeah,
cans and shit.
AK-47s.
Yeah. Remember that? I think you showed me that guy. The old
FPS
ass.
Russia.
Yeah, the guy on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. I never
Yeah.
heard of him, but until you.
But he was
told
able
me.
to get tanks and everything. Like it was nuts.
Obviously from the dark web.
Yes.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been on the dark web before?
No. Seen
No?
videos of it, but no. I mean, I've been too scared because I'm like, I'm not that technically. I'm not like that read on like technology enough to like when I go on it, the motherfuckers aren't gonna like scan my everything and shit to the point that it's like my lights are always gonna flick on and off.
They know exactly.
Yeah, because this
is
is all I know. This is the protection I have right now. You're gonna laugh. I get a VPN, which ain't gonna do shit. That's like putting like a condom on or whatever. And then I'd have no. I get a VPN, then I get a Mark, what's it called? I'd get like a Windows emulator.
Okay.
And from that I go on it.
Yeah. You could do that. Yeah, I've been on it.
That's still I feel like they could get your ass. So that's why I haven't been on it.
That's the thing. Because I've been on it many times. You know, this is when I first actually discovered Bitcoin. It was only $1,600, $1,619. That's how much it was when I very first saw it. That's when I bought some, and I actually did a little bit of gambling on like deep web gambling. I doubled my money and I lost everything. But oh yeah. But you know, me as in high school,
the old trick.
That's man. It had to be rigged. It had to be rigged for sure. But
that's funny.
Yeah, man. Me and my friend used to go on there all the time, man. We didn't see any CP, nothing crazy because we made sure we didn't want to see that shit. There was this thing called Intel Exchange, right? And it was like kind of like a forum, and it would have like really like interesting ass topics, bro. It had like a ionosphere thing. And it was like levitating. It was like hidden science. They had like hidden science, like general.
Is this like a message board or what?
It was like Reddit, but
like 4chan.
on. I never used 4chan, so I would assume so. But it was like Reddit on the deep web for like actual shit you want to learn though.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of information. I've actually been thinking about going back on the deep web recently, but pretty much how you do it, bro, is the safe way to do it is you get a stick and you make a bootable stick so that your computer that you use every day has nothing to do with what you do with this stick.
Or I mean, you could. I think that one of the easiest ways, bro, would be just to get a computer just for that. That's just clean, has no information, none of your personal information on it. But you would still have to get something.
To connect to the internet.
You still have to get something that'll make your internet anonymous because just with the Wi-Fi they could get everything.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. You have to connect to the internet regardless. So the best way to do it actually would be one. Personally, this is the way out. If I was here's the thing: you could go on it. No one's gonna do anything unless you prompt them, unless you engage with them.
But it's like right? Like if you just stumble on the wrong website, bro. I remember I was on 4chan one time, and if you ever go on 4chan, Mark, don't ever click on any link that doesn't have like an official like .gov or HTTPS. But someone randomly just posted like a link I forgot what it was, but it was a link. I forgot what they said below. Anyways, it looked too fishy for me. I was like, nah. And then I remember people underneath were like saying, well, that guy's hacking everybody's IPs. Good luck. Yeah. It's scary, bro. Unfortunately, it's scary.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be really careful, man. But the deep web is really interesting though. There's a lot of stuff on it, man. Like what we know as internet is like not even it's like 5%.
Yeah.
Everything else is the deep web shit.
Yeah.
You know, you could buy a person on that shit.
Yeah.
You could buy, fake money. You could buy guns. You could buy, you know what I'm saying? Anything you want. Anything you could think of.
I feel like
You know what
right
I'm
now it's
saying?
so risky though, because it has such a spotlight now. Like I feel like a couple
It
years
does
back,
have
it
a
would have
spot.
went way, way better.
Yeah, facts. I mean, when me and my dude went on, it was 2017. And even then, that was kind of when shit was wrapping up. But like after Bitcoin got like, known, that's when shit really started. The spotlight was on it.
What
You
do
know
you
what I'm
think's gonna
saying?
happen with Bitcoin?
It's probably, what is it at right now?
Is that
Probably,
ever gonna affect like what's the whole craze with that? Like, is that ever gonna does it
well,
affect the economy? Like, what's the whole thing?
Well, yeah, it has the potential to be actually very. So it's at 30,000 right now, which is still very high for what it actually is. But it's been double before. It's the
What's
highest
gonna
I think
happen when
was.
there's none of them left, or
I
they'll
don't know
always
this.
be here?
I don't know the science behind that part because I still don't get it. It's like fucking digital shit. It's like money. It's like regular money. What do you mean when like I'm not saying you, but because I know the argument is what
No,
happens when.
because there's a limited amount. Everybody knows
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Who the fuck is gonna control? Who is gonna say they can't make more? Just like money being printed, it's a
Because I don't think
physical
they can
thing.
make more. They're called aren't they called like Hitoshi whatever? Aren't they made by a guy?
They
You
were
know what I'm
made
talking
by a
about?
guy in 2008, Satoshi, but he claims he never made it. But
Obviously, Mark.
obviously, right. But
Yes,
the
they'll
thing
smoke
is,
them.
right. The thing is,
Here's part of it. Who knows?
it's a computer thing. How can you not make more? It's not. It's just like
I
printing
don't know,
money.
but I mean, if don't you think if people would have been made that up, bro, and then eventually would have just not been valued what it is valued right now?
Possibly.
Because if you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I feel like eventually that would have been discovered, and either there would have been like an influx of a lot of fucking Bitcoin, and it would have devalued it.
Well,
And
here's the thing.
I don't know.
You got a bunch of smaller coins that they're creating.
Yeah, but yeah, which
They're
I
not
don't get that.
Bitcoin.
I don't know. I don't get crypto. I personally, I kind of feel like it's not that reliable. I
It's
don't know
not.
why.
You
Like,
can make a lot of money, but it's quick money, and you can't keep. I
yeah.
mean, you can keep it. Actually, you can keep it.
What could
But
you buy with that shit though? Because I
what?
know Bitcoin is like for the dark web, but it's like, what could you buy with the other coins?
Well, I know banks now. Or sorry, I know some stores they'll take Bitcoin actually nowadays. Nothing
Of
else
course,
though.
I'm talking about the other coins,
Yeah,
bro.
no, you can't do shit with it. All you can do is buy Bitcoin, convert it into cash, or you can convert the little coins into cash. That's all you
But
can
I'm
do.
saying, how do those other small coins make their money, bro?
They make their money by pretty much they have like a service that they'll create in conjunction with the coin. So like I remember one I'm trying to give an example, man. They'll have a certain website and it's providing a service, and the way that the service works is that you buy the coin so that you can buy the service type of thing.
Okay.
So they'll have a bunch of people buy a coin, shoot up the fucking price,
Oh my
right?
God, that's what that
Right?
shit is.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
And the
interesting.
smaller coins they call shit coins because I used to do the investing back like 2 years ago. They call them shit coins. And basically what people do was as soon as they release it, everyone buy it. As soon as quick as fuck, right? Quick as
It's
fuck.
so funny, yeah.
And then the
Uh-huh.
owner, once it gets to it, because more people buy it, the price goes up. So
Yeah.
as soon as it gets to a certain price where okay, now I'm making 2x, 3x, 10x, this owner sells all their coins and they basically dump it. Once the owner sells all those coins, the price drops so low
Yeah.
to the point where you're not making anything. So you got to do it before that.
Wow.
It's highly interesting, highly
Wow.
profitable, but also I've lost money on it. This is 2 years ago. I haven't done shit since. But very interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't understand the science behind the actual coins themselves
Yeah.
being, a limited number. That's one thing I don't understand. But it's very interesting stuff though, no, without a doubt. But I used to think it was really gonna change the way we spend money. I don't think so anymore because people have a hard time changing. And no matter what you do
I don't know, bro. Look
today,
how fast we changed to wear masks.
well, are we wearing masks anymore? As soon as the government said we don't have to,
Who
we good
said
now.
that? The
The
government.
government,
But if
right?
they didn't, we still be wearing that shit.
Yeah, but the
Look at
government also they don't like Bitcoin. They don't like these things that you know what I'm
very
saying.
true,
You
but
know
very true. But you don't think that could be a claim, just
what do you
like a
mean?
false flag?
What do you mean? Like
Like that's just what the front they're putting, but they're actually like
oh
because some people think it's like created by maybe the
uh,
government or so. Well, some
I,
people actually think it is created by like somebody from Russia to destabilize America.
Yeah, I don't think it. Well, at least our government. I don't think it was created by our government because you just said it. It is destabilizing America. It is
Mark, but
if
it's like, oh man, dude, like the end goal
what?
of this shit is just to have us depending on one government. Whether the event America's eventually going to crumble, and I
Yep.
feel like that's Mark. Like, if they wanted, do you think if they wanted the best for themselves, they wouldn't have it crumbling the way it is now? It's eventually, it's like it's going to happen
Yeah, look,
because
man.
eventually they
Look,
want everyone to just depend on like one thing.
the beast, the whore of Babylon, is America. The elites, right? It's already been prophesized that they're going down.
Yeah, bro. I've been like yesterday. I was going nuts, man. Watching. I was watching this thing about the Simpsons, bro. Because bro, NASA has been saying it. I think the CDC came out and said it. That they're like predicting, bro, that next year, there's gonna be like an internet like blackout or like
Yeah, I heard that.
or
Well,
everyone's
you
lights are
told me
gonna
that.
go out. And then I saw like a thing on the Simpsons that they had a whole episode literally about it. And I
Okay,
was like,
but
wait, the season they were like talking about like, okay, the season is 24, and then the episode is 9, and I'm like, that's literally election time next year. So I
well,
was
fuck.
watching like throughout the episode, bro, and they were like, like mixing it with jokes, and there was like a commercial on the TV that like Homer was watching, and the guy on the news was just saying, "Oh, this is how you prepare for doomsday. Like, how are you gonna prepare for this?" And he had like a stack of cards, and they just like stacked up and they fell. And like each card had like something apocalyptic, like famine, things like that. And one of the things said like 17-year cicada. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah,
And
what the
I'm like,
fuck is that?
let me just search these things up. And then it was just basically like a bug infestation. And then they were saying like we're due for next year. And I'm like, oh, that's 2024. And I'm like, bro, I honestly feel like, and I want to say now on the podcast for the record, I honestly feel like next year we're gonna have like a blackout, whether only the internet or just like on the licensure.
Well, I'll be honest, right?
I'm gonna send it to you, bro, because
Yeah,
it's like too many. The way it was just breaking it down, I'm like, holy. And there's like other episodes, like where it'll show a city turn off, and then it'll be like be prepared, and then the episode ended, shit like that.
yeah, man. At first, when you were telling me, I'm like, man,
And
how they gonna do
they'll
that?
tie that up with, bro, the global warming. They'll say it's like a solar flare because they're also saying that what NASA's saying, bro, it's like the sun is gonna like, I don't know, charge up or something, and we're due for like a major like blast or something, and it's literally next year as well. I'm like, no, there's too much dots connecting. They're gonna say it's global warming, and then they're gonna be like, when it comes back on, they're gonna be like, we need electric cars, or or it's also gonna push. I don't know. I was gonna say the cashless society, but I don't know, bro. Like the theory, like I feel like it's still gonna happen, but I feel like there's flaw in the theory that I'm saying because once the lights come back on, more people are gonna be inclined towards natural ways of energy because they're gonna be like, this shit could go out anytime. Why are we gonna depend on it? I don't think they want that,
Right.
but I don't know. I still feel like it will happen.
Well, now that you say it, fucking Simpsons was
I'm gonna
fucking
send it to you.
reporting
Yeah.
on it. Now I'm like, okay, now I'm expecting it. Which is this is how they get us though.
And it's multiple. It's if it was just one, I'd be like, okay, but it's multiple episodes where it's like they're literally telling you prepare yourself, and it's crazy. It's
And
always the internet, always like.
look, fucking
We already know one of the isn't the guy on it, bro? Isn't he's a Mason? One of the
Matt Groening.
yeah.
Well, he created Futurama.
No, don't tell me that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
No,
he's the
don't tell
same.
me that.
They're the same makers of Futurama, bro.
Oh my god, that
That's
sucks.
what I was
I actually
getting
like that
to.
show.
No, that's one of my favorite shows of
Damn,
all
that
time.
sucks. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I remember. Isn't that the no? I was gonna say that's the one that has the newspaper with 9/11, but no, that's the Simpsons.
it got to be the Simpsons, bro.
Yeah.
Simpsons I feel like they have free reign over there because it's on Fox, or at least it used to be on
Mark,
Fox, right?
when I send you this shit, you're gonna be like, bro, it's like more than satire. It's like they're just telling you like
Yeah, they're
they
putting
did
it in the
shit like
unconscious, bro.
they
They're
did
putting
shit
that in your
like
subconscious.
but they did like biblical shit, bro, which was like scary
What do you
because
mean by that?
there was like an episode where like it was the same one when they were talking about the Doomsday one, and that was like I think a year or two ago, and the guy was just saying, oh, America's about to come to an end. It may not be today, tomorrow, but it's coming. But long story short, bro, there was like a scene where the trumpet is got you heard a trumpet, and that's the biblical thing. I think even in the Quran, there's gonna be a trumpet or like a whistle or something. That's the sign. Like, oh, this is like the end.
Right.
And then he pointed the camera went to the sky, and it was the four horsemen of apocalypse.
Mm,
Yes, and they
that's
all had famine, war, shit like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
this isn't even like funny. This is like
yeah,
too,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. It's just too prophetic type of thing.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting. So, do you think this is the end times?
No, because I think what's gonna happen next year is just gonna be a blackout, and then we're gonna go crazy. Might be
Well,
some more
I
birds, but I
don't.
don't think we're gonna end yet. Because,
Yeah, yeah,
bro,
no, I don't
personally, I
think.
don't.
Sorry, I don't mean now. Now, I mean in our lifetime.
I don't think so. I don't like the end time, like the rapture and all that shit.
Well, whatever you believe, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think. I feel like it's gonna. The only thing that I'm thinking about that's like scary, bro. About the Euphrates River.
Heard it.
So it's just basically it's like I think the river. There's just something special about the water, like the way it's like the dimensions of it or whatever. But it's like biblical and all that stuff. And I think in the Bible it says like when it dries up, that's a sign. Okay, the world is like judgment day is like gonna come. And it's like literally almost dry. And then I read a hadith where Muhammad's like the world isn't gonna end until the Euphrates River is dry, and then they're gonna discover gold or whatever, and there's gonna be a big war over the gold, and they're starting to discover actually gold like coins and shit like that. I'm like, and it's starting to really
Really?
up. I'm like, holy shit, you know, it's terrifying. Yeah,
I mean, I agree with you where I don't think it'll be in our lifetime, but these ancient texts, to us at least, they have significance. So
they all
for
have,
me,
bro. Bro, it's like this is a great question, bro. In your thing, or like, is any of the like literature that like you read on? Is there anything about like the world ending or like a doomsday?
I'm glad you asked. But let me preface it by saying this. Um, I go by patterns.
Okay.
So if the Bible also said the Euphrates rivers is going to be the end times, also Muhammad also said that as well. I'm sure there's some other text that says the same thing. Not to say that that's has to be law or whatever. That's going to happen for sure.
But there's like
But
something, maybe like a day, just a
there got to be some
certain
truth in it.
something's gonna happen that day.
There got to be some truth in it, right?
Yeah,
Whether it's 100% or it's 50%,
yeah,
whether it's 20% of truth, there's probably some truth to it. Or it's metaphysical, right? And we just don't
yeah.
understand it. And we just don't understand it. But what was the question? Sorry.
I think you already answered it, bro. Like, is there a doomsday in like
Oh,
ancient Egypt or like the books
well,
or anything
here's the
on
thing
that
about that,
side?
right? Here's the thing about that, right? In no mythology, in no religion, well, I guess let me not say religion, but in no mythology, in a lot of religions, this shit doesn't end happy. There's no happy ending.
Right? Why would it? There's no way like right.
This is
You know what
the
I'm saying?
physical is not what we think it is. This
Look at what I'm
shit.
saying, bro.
Oh shit! This is Euphrates River.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well, that could also be cycle though. That could be a cycle.
Bro, that's the it just hit me. You know, that's the river that that's the river that they say that Jesus parted
What?
the sea.
What?
Those
No,
like a
no,
big
no. He didn't do
yeah.
that. Moses did that. Moses
What
parted the
did?
Red
Oh no,
Sea.
that's the one. That's the one where he
He
walked
walked
on it.
on
I'm
it. He
sorry. Yeah,
walked on it.
that's the river where he walked on it. So it used to be like a big.
Euphrates.
There used to be a lot
Okay.
of yeah. There used to be a lot of water there.
You know what, bro? I no lie, bro. I had a dream a couple of nights ago that I was walking on water for real.
Really?
Yeah, I was
What do
like,
you
yo,
think it was? Just is that how it started? Well, tell me about the dream.
I don't remember. I told my friend because we were talking. Cause I'd be having nightmares, bro. I had
You do?
nightmares.
But I haven't had a
Yeah,
nightmare in forever.
yeah.
Seriously.
Not the nightmare that people probably think, but it's like nightmare for
Scary?
me.
Oh,
Nightmare
okay.
for me, like as far as like going to jail
Yo,
or
it's just always like the same dream about you getting married.
some bitch I don't want to see. Oh god,
Yeah.
no. Let's not even fucking no. Hell no. That is depressing as fuck. But I had a really crazy dream. I don't think I told you. I think I only maybe told one other person, my one dude in Canada. But well, maybe I'll explain it.
Mm-hmm.
But in this dream, bro, I remember, bro, I was walking on water, and I was having so much fun, bro. Like it was
I
like
got
it was magic. It was like now that I'm thinking back on it, like it was mad. I was running through the shit. It was like in Naruto, bro, because they can walk on water. They have chakra on the feet, right?
But is that because they're so fast, or that's just like in the show?
It's because they are cloaking their feet with chakra and they're lifting themselves up on the water.
Oh,
That's how they're doing it on in
damn.
Naruto, at least. Yeah, which chakra, you know,
I
already
understood
know.
that like 100%. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Right, bro. That's when you really understand something. When you can explain it simply. When someone, bro, you gotta always people watching. Always be wary of someone explain some shit in ways that you can understand it. Not to say that you're stupid, but if you don't
like
think
they said, like I think you told me this, bro. Like if you should be able to explain to like a kid.
Yeah, if you really understand something, you should be able to explain to anyone.
There's levels to it, but yeah.
Of course, right? Some things are more complicated than others.
Yeah, but most things, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really interesting, man. But nonetheless, I'm not sure what we were speaking about just before
the
that.
Euphrates River.
Oh yeah, okay. That could be a cycle thing. That could be because the whole Sahara, where the pyramids were.
Oh, that's a good point, bro.
That used to be, first of all, where the pyramids were specifically, built. That was not a desert before. No one builds on a desert because it moves.
That was water, right?
A lot of it was water, but where the pyramids were put, that was like green. The whole Sahara Desert,
bro.
A lot of it was a river.
So, do you think, bro? That being said, are you more inclined to believing maybe they did something with water to build the pyramids? You know, like the typical, like they did the blocks, and because they say like, oh, water, they pushed them up. And you know what I'm talking about?
Eddie Griffin?
No. He had something with like the sand or whatever. But I think it was the same thing. But like some people think it was just like mud. They made them with like mud, and then they had like they just put them like, let's say, bro, you make like a little like a tower, like two towers, and like in the middle you have like space, and you put like a big ass rock in there, and like, fuck, how do I get the rock up here? We fill it with water because it'll float up like that.
I personally don't think that's how they. I personally don't. Could be right. I wasn't there. I can't close off everything. But what I do know is that some of the quarries where they're getting these stones were 1,400 miles away.
Yes, very true, bro. God damn.
You're not gonna tell me no human man like us is carrying shit. No slave is gonna do that. Yeah, they might be killed after 3-4 years, but you gonna kill everyone? No. Me personally, bro, if I had to just pick one thing how they did it, telekinesis, magic.
Yeah, I think that's telekinesis,
because the shit is so heavy. One stone is like a minivan.
I wonder how it looked when they were doing it, dude. Like, I wonder if it was just like if
it
was just like, let's just do it now, and then
But think about this, right? Why is it that you have so much documentation on Egypt, right? But they don't tell you. They don't give no hints on how the shit was made.
Bro, what if they were built like way, like, I mean, too long ago, like a long time ago?
Which is what I was. Well, that's actually what I was getting at. But I was saying that as well. What if the shit is predating? I mean, a long time because they put it at.
I think it's good.
The scientists are putting it at 25,000 years ago. That's where they're putting it at, right?
Mark.
Possible,
I mean, you don't think they could find out with
carbon dating?
Yeah, but with certain people, like I'm talking about, like Cleopatra, like wasn't she there? So
no, that's way before her time. That's before her time. Okay. Cleopatra is recent.
What about Mansa Musa?
That's recent-ish too. That's not that before him.
Wow. Yeah.
Mansa Musa's. I don't want to say they're new, bro, but they're not that old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it definitely, bro. Well, that's just one side of it, bro. Because we also gotta be like, so who built these other ones? And then we gotta
because they're everywhere on the world.
Or was it the same people? Just traveling.
Me personally, bro, I think it was a ancient specific knowledge.
Why pyramids, though?
Because that's the strongest shape in the world, a triangle.
Do you think it's a triangle or a pyramid or a diamond? Like, is it boom? You know what I'm talking about?
I've heard that. And the
more. Or is it the tone thingy that I showed you the other day?
What?
Like the long sticks.
It's
a pyramid, and then it goes like all the way down.
It's hard to say, bro. I mean, it's possible, But I think if I had to put money on it, I'd probably say a triangle because you have triangles in other,
It can
cultures.
be a triangle actually, Mark, because
Why?
there's definitely like caves and like tombs and things on there. So maybe you mean like the top is triangle-ish, but it's like it's not like that. There's like because it's like
Yeah, there's chambers under.
way, so it'd be like maybe but yeah, there's like
You're not wrong
stairways
at
on that
all.
all
You're
that
not
stuff
wrong.
on there.
You're not wrong at all.
But there's no, you
Um,
don't think, bro? I feel like someone definitely knows the answer, but I feel like they don't want to make it public for political, religious, race, a bunch of reasons and things like that. Because, bro, you don't think with all the money America has, they could just scan the floor or shit like that, or just any country.
oh
They
yeah,
put
they've
their
been known. They've
yeah,
been
so
known
then
what's under
you
there.
could know what's down there. You get the artifacts and be like, who are these
Yeah.
people? Eventually, you would be like, okay, that's how they built it. You have no pictures of
Well,
it,
well, well, well.
nothing
Okay.
of
Well,
them
well,
doing
well,
it.
well, 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 well. No, 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 no. I halfway I agree with you because the shit is beyond our technology.
But you don't think very
And then
well, of course.
in the 1950s, 1952 to be exact, I believe
Mm-hmm.
they were just able to measure it.
I'll find out. Like, what do you mean, measure what?
Huh?
Measure what?
Measure the measure the actual
The magnitude?
size of it. No,
Oh,
the
okay.
whole size. Length.
Now, do you think that's
Width,
true, bro? Or do you think that's what they
height.
told us?
That's
Because
something
remember, bro,
yeah,
like they tell us, like the
exactly.
technology we get now, they've had it for 20, 30 years.
Indeed. So that's one thing to think about. Indeed. That's
Yeah.
one thing to think about for
Bro, think
sure.
about MK Ultra and all that. That was like, what, 60s?
Yeah, 60s.
Think
Imagine what they
about it.
got now. Imagine what they got now. It's like it might be even 100 years
We've heard
later.
about the heart attack guns, all that.
Oh,
Like it's nah, bro. I don't know. This shit is
well,
it's crazy.
the thing is, right? I don't think the white boy will ever figure it out. As
I think he
far as
knows it. I don't know why.
he might,
I
bro,
just feel
but
like someone here knows on this planet knows it,
it
bro.
could be the technology, bro, that is needed to make the shit. You might need melanin. And when people when they hear I say melanin, melanin is much more than something that just makes black people or other people as well their skin dark. It's much more than that.
Do you think, bro, that's why there's a bunch of organ harvesting?
Well, that's a different aspect of
And then
melanin.
also
because
adrenochrome?
That's
Because
also
doesn't
another
that come
aspect.
from
The pineal gland, right?
what
Is that
better
where
than
you-
that
is that,
source?
is
Yes.
that where you're getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, yes, facts. I'm not getting at that though. I'm saying because these are just facts, right? Bro, you have fucking these old ass motherfuckers, right? These old ass dudes, billionaires, even Prince Charles. I swear to you, I can't prove it. This is like 2016, right? I literally was on my phone. I saw a article pop up because I used to follow Flipboard. It's an app on might be even on iPhone, but it was on Android. Flipboard. It tells you all news that you are specific to. I saw an article. It said the queen is dead. It might have been the queen or the king.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of people that have said that. Like they've
And literally, maybe a couple hours later, it might have been a day. It was in high school, so I don't remember exactly. And they said that they rescinded the fucking fact. Like they rescinded the report. So either one, how the fuck do you mistake someone's dead? They either one brought her back to life, or two, they got some organs, fixed that shit up. We're still bringing her back to life, but and then once they saying that she was able to be healthy, they said, okay, no, that wasn't true. But I saw it with my own eyes. Wait years, because she just died last year. Years before this, I saw that they said that she was dead. Facts. But of course, I'm not able to. This is in high school. This is literally 6 years ago, 7 years ago type shit. So they're doing this. But the point I'm trying to make, right, is there's a movie called Dune. It was made in the 70s, and they just
made remake that, or my brother?
Yeah, they just made a remake maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
In the first 5 minutes, they say this. They say melange is the most important spice in the world. It's needed for time travel. Melange, that's melanin.
Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago, they came out with a report saying they need melanin to do space travel.
Yeah.
Same shit. Same thing. So melanin is not just something that makes our skin black. Yes, that's what it is. But again, melanin is carbon. Carbon is 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. 666.
Mm-hmm.
The mark of the beast. Who is the beast? The people that got the melanin.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is, what were we just talking about?
Shit. Dang. I don't remember, dude.
Oh, the pyramids.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yep. And like digging in.
Them not knowing how to actually
You were
produce
talking
it.
about Doom.
Yeah, maybe, bro, they don't have the melanin to figure this shit out, because we know that the pineal gland secretes melatonin.
You don't think they could just find someone with it to do it for them?
Yeah, they got them dudes, actually. They got them dudes. The dudes that, either one be cooning, you know what I'm saying, that just be straight fucking.
Well, then there you
doing
go, bro.
their
Then
thing.
they know.
That they might know then. Yeah, you might be
I
right.
just feel like someone here knows.
And
at least one person.
there might be some books on it in the Vatican, bro, that they're just not releasing, right?
I mean, bro, then that's the library that we know about.
That's the library that we know about. So if they're letting us know that there's some shit underground, look, in Fast and Furious, they already put it out in the movie. Let me get this to focus.
The new one?
The new one, bro. At the end, you remember at the end? The very end. It was because they didn't really.
Imagine we got a copyright strike. We can't even talk about the movie.
Bro, that's insane. Oh, what the hell? Family.
That's funny. Okay, you're talking about when he had the bombs and he had the 3 bombs?
No, I'm talking about the very end, where
I thought the end, bro, was when like the guy is still around and he has like more bombs and like water's about to come, and that doesn't say to be continued, and that's it.
Well, okay, I'll be honest. I didn't watch to the very, 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 very end.
Motherfucker, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, well, that's what happens. It's gonna be 3 movies. It says that's what I remember, that it says to be continued. I can look it up right now.
No, bro, I believe you. What the fuck?
No, because I want to know. You said you didn't see the ending, anyways.
Yeah, no. I walked.
My bad.
I left after this. This guy's like, I don't believe you, type shit.
Because you always say that shit.
I know.
Yeah, that's all my. Does he really not believe me?
No.
Okay, so what are you getting at?
I'm trying to get this in the Okay, there we go. Okay, what I'm getting at is, before the very end, I guess I should have been more careful with my words, because I said the very end. My bad. I left before the very end because I knew something was gonna happen, but I didn't really give a fuck.
Mad as hell.
But if you remember, towards the ending of the movie, they were in a black prison, right?
Oh,
the girl,
yes, the one when she escaped.
Yes, when she escaped, and once you got up, she looked around. They're in Antarctica.
Yeah. When they got out
it said Antarctica.
Yep.
Then the one bitch that died like literally 10, 15 years ago, they brought her back, and she arrives on the top of a fucking submarine that is just chilling and comes up. Yeah, instead of in the ice.
Yeah.
They're already letting you know that they have facilities there.
But that's well-known knowledge, bro.
Well, we already know that, right?
Yeah. But that's that's been well documented, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's like secret.
No, it's not. But the fact that they're still going in and out. Also, the fact that they're having highly advanced science doing there, because they had lasers. Remember in the movie, right? The girl, she put the laser on the other girl to try to burn her up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the shorty was. So they have So the point I'm trying to make is they have highly advanced science there, because all we know as the public is that they have a facility out there just to have a facility out there. They don't say that anything that they're doing out there, but they just have one, right? But but they're letting us know now there's more to it.
I'm trying to find this video, dude, that I saw the other day of literally like a Freemason logo there. Like it looked like it was made out of gold at Antarctica. I'm trying to find that. It had like a little sign on it. Is it this? Bro, I wonder how videos will look on this. Like if it will lag. I wonder if it could keep up with, when you screen share.
You want to try? Well,
not right now.
Okay.
Maybe after. Maybe probably when we're done recording.
Okay.
Damn, what page? I could have sworn I just saw this, dude.
But yeah,
just a video basically of like this guy in Antarctica or whatever, and he just pointed. He's just like looking up at a sign, and it has like something Freemason. And then he looks at the floor, and it's basically like a Freemason symbol, like the stuck to the ground. And it's like shining. It's like gold or whatever.
Really?
And bro, I'm noticing like some like monuments of presidents, so it'll say Freemason, and then it'll say first president instead of
Yes.
first president, then Freemason.
Right. So the Mason shit is key is higher than that.
Yes.
Look, there's literally a lodge, a Freemason lodge, like 5 minutes away from me.
Really?
Yeah.
Did we ever go to the Skull and Bones one in New Haven?
Yeah, me and you went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you went there. We went to the Skull and Bones one in New Haven, Connecticut, bro.
Have you gone to the one by where you're at now or no?
I drive past it sometimes, but I've never gone.
How does
there.
it look? Does it look creepy or no?
There's no creepy, bro. Because first of all, the only ones that are really gonna know the real knowledge, bro, is the 33rd degree Masons. And for you to be there, and for you to be, because you got to be white, you got to suck dick. So you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what they know. I'm not trying to suck no dick. So they got to do that shit. They got to do a lot of weird ass rituals, bro. That's where they get the frat shit from. The frat shit comes from Freemasonry shit, doing the weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do, bro. So, you know, but yeah,
it's not like more aggravating than fucking I just got a recommendation for a wild video called "Military Finds Gilgamesh's Home in Antarctica." Isn't that crazy?
What the fuck? Oh my god, Antarctica. Listen, there's a lot of secrets out in Antarctica, man. If you don't know, look into Marty. Or I said, hey, you hear what I just said?
Marty?
I was about to say Marty Bird.
Who's that?
That's from Ozark.
Oh my god, this was so good, dude.
That's awful, bro.
Who's Gilgamesh?
I don't know what. Oh, Gilgamesh is some type of biblical thing. It might be in other Abrahamic religions, but Gilgamesh, I'm pretty sure, is a biblical thing.
Bro, why the fuck are there pyramids in Antarctica? Like,
why? You want to ask me why? What I think is, bro.
Yeah.
I think, bro, is an energy grid. Let me explain what I mean.
Yeah, like they could all be connected all around the world.
Yes, because I've heard also that the pyramid.
Maybe that's to hone the world's energy.
Say it again.
Maybe to hone the world's energy.
Yeah, could be.
To do what though? What, make another pyramid?
No, but you also know that there's radio waves all around you right now, and if you built something to harness it, you could utilize it. So maybe that's the shit that's.
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe that was just like the fundamentals of like the power grid, and then they just lived off of that. Like, did other wild shit with it?
Yes, bro. I'm about to show you something right now. City. Hold on here. I'm about to show you something real quick. Because let's see. Okay. This is decent. Yeah, this is decent. Okay. This one might be better. No, this one's better. Okay. I'm going to share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Okay, you can.
You're just showing this motherfucker. See what I mean?
My bad, bro. Okay. So if you see here, if you go into an old ass computer that you have and you look at the fucking motherboard, it looks just like this. Little ass things like this. Even this right here. Circuits. Look at how they're built. Look at they're so specific in the shape. Okay?
Oh shit, Mark.
Where do you think we just thought about this shit and that was just it? Like we just made. Listen, no. Humans always get inspiration from shit. Let's see.
Where was that at, bro? Is it like that in was that America?
No, that's not. That's Europe. That's Europe. I'm trying to find.
Yeah,
There were some really good pictures I had. I don't have them anymore. I have to probably have to prepare for the podcast. But pretty much y'all seen it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. These things are the whole cities that we have today are energy grids, and they have specific patterns to basically feed the energy into some things, and sorry, into the best flow. A lot of these old churches, bro.
Yeah.
There's a whole documentary on it. A lot of these churches, bro, that they have gold on the very top.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's not what we think it is. They didn't worship no god there. It was an energy hub because they used so there's a documentary about it, and he says basically that at the very top of these things, or at least at the very like this, there would have been an engine there, and a lot of these things were taken out once the New World started. Oh. My theory is that the more.
What do you mean taken out once the New World started?
All right, let me hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. Old European.
Damn, bro, I'm just never gonna find this video of Antarctica. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, they really be taking shit down.
Yeah, man, they do, bro. They really do.
That's I wonder, like, when that happens, it's like, are they getting close?
Must mean that, right?
Yeah.
Why else take it down? Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Okay, let me try to find. Okay. Right here. Let me share my screen again. Can you see?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Okay. So things like this. This was not a church. And actually, very glad you actually see this actually, because those lines, that pattern,
yeah,
that's very Moorish. The Moors used to do that all the time. They used to do the shit, that pattern.
Bro, I don't know why that reminded me of the Epstein thing.
Black and white.
No. He had the same pattern, like for the house.
Well, it's Moorish. It's Freemasonry. The Freemasons got the shit from the Moors, and they turned the shit into
same thing with checkerboards, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. There's just something we eventually got to get to the bottom of it, bro, because there's such a negative connotation behind it.
Because the white boy got it, but yeah, we'll get into it more. But once the white boy gets it, bro, they change it into something that we don't identify because we have the original people's DNA in us. That's what I think, at least, But let me show you right here. You can see my mouse?
Yes.
In these domes, right? These domes right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
There would have been engines in them. You see this antenna? This is an antenna. It's not just a cross. It's an antenna. This shit would have been harnessing the energy. Might have been lightning bolts. Might have been anything, but it would have been a conductor. Something in this small little thing right here also would have been another smaller engine. Everything would have been in here would have been
Do you have any pictures of that or any
I wish yes, bro, but
what were they called?
I don't remember what they're called, bro, but it's just such a long time ago when I was looking at this shit, man. The fuck is
I've seen something similar, but it was like these flying type of houses that look like churches in like Germany. I forgot what they were like the use or what it was for.
Let me try to find here. Energy grid. It's not gonna show me shit, bro. It's not gonna show me anything, man. I wish I you know what? I know there's photos out there. I know there's articles as well. I just don't know where the fuck they are because this shit is literally probably about a year ago when I was looking into this shit.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a while ago. But I do think all this shit is related though, as far as even the pyramids. Even the pyramids, man. But I'll try to find it. Just once I find it, bro, I'll let you know. And I guess you can definitely let me know to just kind of talk about it on the podcast. Bro.
Okay.
We'll get to that, man. But yeah, man, I think all this shit is like energy, bro. And there's just because why is there pyramids in every part of the world? No one can explain it yet. Yeah, we have radio.
There's maps online of it, right? Of like all the pyramids in the world. I wonder if anyone has ever like connected all of them.
Not all of them, bro, because there's still shit that we know
Oh,
of.
very true. That's
You know what
yes,
I'm saying? That
damn.
we don't know of type shit. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, bro, there's gonna be some shit that we just don't know of, man. Because even in China, bro, there's pyramids that we
But
don't
oh,
really,
Mark,
you know
and
what I'm
another
saying?
thing is why they're all from different dates,
Yeah. Some of them are older, some of them are newer,
bro. Just
right?
something happened to these people. Something made them leave,
Yeah.
or
Or they went to sleep.
all of them. Is ridiculous.
What does any ancient religious text talk about this stuff though?
Well,
Pyramids, they don't
maybe.
talk about it.
Why not? Moses went to Egypt.
Yeah, but do they talk about the pyramids?
I don't know. Like, do you think, like, do you know if they do or not?
I mean, I know they don't in the Bible. I know they don't in Judaism. I
Hmm.
don't know because Bible and Judaism
It's the
very
same
little
thing, bro,
differences.
because
Yeah,
the four books are in the Old Testament.
exactly. So it's very little. So
Yeah.
I know those two, but I don't know the Quran. I don't. I mean,
I know it
I would
talks
have
about Egypt a lot. I just
talked
don't
about
know.
Egypt, but they talk about the idols. They talk about this and that, but they don't talk about the scientific advancement of Egypt, which is a
Okay, Mark, what benefit would it bring?
not that. But here's the thing about it: it doesn't necessarily have to. Okay, you know what? Hey, you just said something that was very interesting.
Hmm.
The Quran is supposed to benefit your life, correct?
Yes.
But what if history doesn't benefit your life? But it's
What do you
history
mean?
though.
What do you mean?
History itself doesn't necessarily have to benefit anyone.
No.
Why is that? History is just what happened,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I get my bad. I thought you were okay. Better history is just what the fuck happened. So you asking that
Oh, Mark, well, oh,
shows me
I
that
kind of,
the
I kind of, I see what are you getting at?
right. I'm getting at the point that you ask me that what does it benefit means that the only thing that it's supposed to do here is benefit you. But the truth hurts sometimes.
What, the
And some
Quran?
yeah. The Quran is supposed to only benefit you, right? In
Yeah,
this three-dimensional world.
yeah.
Not necessarily a bad thing, but what I'm getting at is it the true shit? Not to say that it's
Uh,
nothing in it is true. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, is it giving us history?
oh, I see what you. Yes, it does. The Quran definitely gives you history. I told you
But
on
okay,
the last
right.
podcast,
But
like,
why aren't they giving us the historic Egyptian science then? Because if they don't,
oh, I see
yeah,
what you're because
if they
I
don't talk
mean
if they
it
don't
wouldn't
talk
fit
about
in
but why would it matter if it fits in or not?
because it doesn't. You don't think? I see what you're getting at. It would just be weird because I mean, there's no book like that. There's no book that's like, here's the story, and then here's some extra, a whole big other thing of like the science of it.
No, but there's history books about at least the pyramids being there. They don't necessarily have to be teaching us a lesson,
True, yeah.
right? So if that's the case, then don't you think that the Quran is teaching you a lesson?
I don't know. I still don't get what you mean.
What I'm getting at
uh,
is it's not okay. What okay? The bare bones. What
so
I'm
you're
getting
saying
at.
like there's no relevance in it being beneficial or not?
No, because it is very beneficial in this dimension. It's three-dimensional,
Okay, and
right?
okay,
It is
okay.
very better. I'd be dumb to say it's not. But what I mean by it's not historical, because if
Well,
they're
but
not,
I'm
if they
saying, but why though? Because I'm telling you, there's historical like facts in it.
that may be so, but why are they talking about Egypt so much? Yet they leave out the biggest
So you just want a
known thing.
complete thing of Egypt in there,
Not
or like what do you?
necessarily, but if these people went there, then they would have saw the pyramids. Why didn't they put that in there? Why isn't that something
Oh,
that
I see where you're getting. Well, why do you
yeah?
think they went there? Oh, I
I,
see what you're getting at. I don't know, bro. Yeah, no, you have a good point. I
because
don't know.
even in the every religious text, none of them talk about none of them talk about the pyramids. None of them.
Yeah, I gotta look that
Abrahamic
up.
at
Yeah,
least.
yeah, I gotta look
Abrahamic
that
at
up.
least. Right?
But I mean, Mark, no religion does other than anything in
No,
ancient Egypt.
Abrahamic. You're
Well,
probably right.
Hinduism
No.
doesn't,
Yeah.
or you know what I'm
Which is
saying?
right. You're
Even
probably
older. Hinduism is even older.
yeah. Which you're probably no.
Zoroastrianism, which
I
is
don't doubt
also
you.
even older.
I don't doubt you. You're probably right. There might be one that we don't know of, but none of them that I know of at least historically mention them. None of them.
Which one
None of them do.
does?
I don't know, but I'm just saying there might be one that
Oh, okay.
we're just missing. We just don't know about because there's obviously a
Mark,
bunch of
what is in
religions.
the Medu Netter? Is that a historical compilation? Is that a book
No,
of guidance? Is it a mixture of
it's
that? What is it?
the
Is it
Medu
just a bunch of writings translated?
the Medu Neter is essentially, bro. It's not so much history. From what you know, what? Let me look it up, bro, because I don't fully know for sure.
Okay.
Medu Neter. What does the Medu Neter include? What does include? Hold on, people. Okay, so Medu Neter hieroglyphics in ancient Egypt were the mystical Medu Neter terms, word of God, divine. Blah, blah, blah. There are two. That doesn't tell me anything. Medu Neter means exactly in God, the God's word, the God's words.
Mm.
The ancient Egyptian hieroglyph writing system is known. Okay, it was believed that the art writing invention. Damn, this shit don't really tell me, bro. Okay, you know what? Well, okay, what I just learned basically is it's explaining the mythology of Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's talking about
And
Heru.
where do they get that from, bro? Aren't they writings or from a wall, like
Yeah,
hieroglyphs from
yeah,
a wall, or
from
okay.
the wall, essentially, from all these temples in Egypt.
It's not that much, right? Like it's not like a 200, 300 pages, right? It's like a small book,
Well,
like I think 200,
it's
maybe
not so
150.
it's not so much. See, we're so English,
I
and
agree with you. I
you know what I'm
agree with you.
saying.
Yeah.
It's not so much pages; it's so much meaning. You know,
Very,
even
yeah, man, you speaking to the choir, bro. Because that's
right,
I told you about like the Arabic and the Quran and all that. Like
right,
if we wrote it literally, bro, in English, it'd be a lot of books. Like the
right.
Quran I got,
Yeah,
and like the
especially
Arabic
in
one are
English.
completely yes.
Right,
It's so
especially in
like
English.
I told you,
But
bro. In Arabic, just 2 million words. In
right,
English, just 600,000.
that's
Bro, that's ridiculous.
crazy.
Because no, the Emerald tablets are in Arabic, but that the Metal Netter is in what? How the
It's,
fuck did they even decipher that,
they
bro?
translate. Yeah,
That
I
is
mean,
ridiculous.
Young Pharaoh believes it wasn't translated, but
I
I don't
don't
believe
blame
that.
him.
I mean,
You
I don't
think they
blame
are?
him.
You gotta
Yeah,
read them.
huh? Say that.
You gotta read them,
Yeah, I mean, I gotta read them,
and then
but
you can judge from there.
but I know the mythology at the very least, and the mythology includes Aset, Osiris,
Hmm.
um, Heru, um, the what the fuck those dogs. What the hell were the dogs called? Anubis. Those are the dog heads.
Oh, okay.
Um, Set Typhon, Set, which is the original Satan.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Set, which also comes from soot, which also means black, which also means obviously melanin. Right it goes so deep, and I had epiphany the other day.
Hmm.
If anyone has seen the Matrix, okay, because Daniel just try to preface it by remembering all the shit we've both talked about in previous episodes, right? If you watch if you
Hmm.
watch the Matrix, sorry, I had a brain fart. Who is the good person? Who's the bad person? Let me ask you that first. Who's the good people? Who's the bad people? Bad people. Who is the bad person? Who's the good
Oh,
person
the
in the
white people,
Matrix?
the agents,
No, we
the
can't
bad
say
people.
white person because Neil was white.
Yeah, but he was the only one that was good. I'm saying majority it was all the white people, all the agents, right? There was no black
True.
agent.
You're right, and that was done specifically on
Yes.
purpose for sure. But
What
you
were
already
you
answered
getting
the
at?
question. No, you answered the question.
Okay.
And wait, you said Neo was a good person?
Yes.
Okay.
The only one, the only good
Okay.
white guy.
Right. Okay. The agents
Mm-hmm.
represent God. Most people are gonna say I'm crazy, right? But you gotta understand me. Let me
Say
break
that
down the
again, bro.
science.
My bad.
So the agents the stands, right? Those guys that were, assumed to have, look like how they had superpowers, right? They're super strength. They couldn't be killed.
Mm-hmm.
That represents God. This is something I came up on my own, actually, but it
Okay.
makes sense in a lot of the mythology, right? Neo is Lucifer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that might make some people uncomfortable, but it's true. And let me break it down, right? In the original Luciferian story, before the biblical one, I'm not sure what happened in the Quran. You're gonna explain what happens next if you know
Okay.
after this, right? In the biblical one, or sorry, the one that's older than the biblical one is Prometheus. If you've been past grade 9, you should have been taught that. I don't know about in America because they be doing shit crazy in America. I don't
Yeah.
know. I wasn't educated in America really, but in 9th grade, I learned about Prometheus. Prometheus was a god that actually stole the fire from the other gods to bring it to man. Okay?
Mm.
Once man got that fire in the mythology, they were able to have technology. They're able to what we know now, essentially. If we didn't have the fire, we wouldn't be able to do anything. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're just like Adam and Eve in the garden, doing nothing. The same story is in the Bible. Lucifer brings or gives them the knowledge of good and evil by eating the apple. Once they get into the apple, once they bite the apple, once they eat the apple, they
Mm-hmm.
leave the Garden of Eden because they're no longer perfect. Perfect is stagnant. Stagnant is death.
Yeah.
That's one. We need to be growing. Imperfectly perfect. That's what we are. Imperfectly perfect. So the point I'm trying to make is Lucifer is the light bringer. That's what
Yeah.
the word actually means.
Yeah.
Lucifer actually means light bringer. Who is known to have brought the light to the world? Let me ask you if you know.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is said to have brought the light to the world. Okay? He also identifies himself in the Bible in the Revelations. He is the morning star. Earlier in the Bible,
Jesus says, I'm a morning star?
He says, I'm the morning star. It was in Matthew. I think maybe one of the verses. You can look it up. You can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the Old Testament, Lucifer says he's the morning star.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Really?
If you're not getting the pattern, they're the same people. Lucifer is Jesus. Jesus is Lucifer.
Man, but we can go so many ways with this because
Explain. I know we can, but
because for Muslims, following Jesus, bro, it's literally demonic. It's deity worship. That's why people doing.
But even you say the Bible doesn't tell you to follow Jesus.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the whole Christian thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Christianity.
Yes.
But the Bible doesn't tell you to do that.
No.
I'm only quoting the Bible. I'm not quoting about no TD
Oh, of course, no,
Jakes
yeah. But
I know.
That's why I said this is like a whole other way we could go
Right.
go with it.
Okay,
like,
I got
because,
you.
like I've heard a lot, like, bro, because there's like people have dreams and people speak in like tongues and like that friend that I was telling you about or whatever that got into Jesus and he still has nightmares or whatever. So for me, it's like, yeah, because you're worshiping a man, you're worshiping a deity, you fell astray, you know, to like to God or whatever. And maybe it could be a testament to what you're saying. Maybe it is the devil.
The point I'm trying to make as well, right, is if Jesus and the devil are the same, what makes them bad? Because in the Bible, you can correct me if I'm wrong, in the Quran, the devil has never killed anyone. It's only God that's doing the killing. It's only God that's doing the damning.
Yeah, in the Old Testament, he goes like mad people. I mean, the devil kills people, though, I think.
No, not in the Bible. He doesn't. He doesn't
Really?
kill anyone. Not in the Bible. He
No
doesn't
way,
kill anyone.
Mark. Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I gotta look that up.
From what I know, I don't think he kills anyone, but I mean, there might be one or two, but compared to God's thousands, a million.
No, it's a lot. In the Old Testament, it's millions, I think.
He kills a lot of people.
I think it's 3 million. I had a picture of it, something like that.
Yeah, look it up, bro. If Lucifer kills anyone.
10.
He kills 10 people.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Compared to to millions,
Yes.
who's really the bad one?
The
Because
devil. Yeah.
why does how so?
No, you said who's usually the bad one? The devil.
No. Who is really the bad one? If he's
Oh,
killing,
God.
Right.
In the Old Testament, yeah, 100%.
Right.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So, but also, why does I won't get into that yet. But Neo is essentially Lucifer. What does Morpheus do at the very beginning when he meets Neo? Gives him red pill, the blue pill.
Mm-hmm.
Says if you take the blue pill, you'll continue to be in this matrix. Okay.
And
If you give you the
one?
red pill,
Mm-hmm.
you'll come out. Now let me tell you this. Well, let me ask you this, Daniel.
Yes. Mark, hold on, bro. The Satan in Hebrew means adversary, isn't it?
So what? Say what?
Satan in Hebrew means adversary or opponent. Isn't that
Satan
interesting?
in Hebrew.
Yeah. Well, that's
Adversary means
the
opponent.
original language of the Old Testament is Hebrew.
Right. It means adversary, opponent.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. This is some. Where are you getting at, bro? What were you saying?
So I asked you a question. I don't remember what it was.
Yes. Dang. Oh, who's usually the bad one? Oh, what is
No.
the red pill and the blue pill?
And then after that, I said
What does the red pill do?
no. I didn't ask that.
No, but you were saying that. You
the
asked
red
me
pill.
something?
Yeah, the red pill, keeps you into the shit. The blue pill, the blue pill keeps you into the shit that we know,
Mm-hmm.
and then the red pill gets you out. I don't remember what I was gonna ask or what I did ask you, but in your opinion, what's better? After watching the movie, obviously.
Knowing? I don't knowing, I guess. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
knowing,
Yes, knowing, yes.
but you know what? And I agree with you, right? But what's more comfortable? I'm asking you. What's
The
more
other one.
comfortable? Right.
Yes,
It's more comfortable, right?
yes. Ignorance and bliss.
Now, The Matrix is a documentary. We know this already,
Basically, yeah.
right? So, if even in all these religions, it's already kind of common knowledge that the spiritual world essentially is heaven. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The
But
good side of
also-
it, at least.
Say it again?
The good side of it, at least.
Right. Yes. So if we know that heaven is where we want to get to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yet also, we have a God that created us in this three-dimensional world. Everything, the moralistic stuff he's talking about, which again, I have to preface it because people are gonna, take what I say and run with it. I'm not saying don't do what these things tell you, because as far as
You just don't
being
put a lot of weight on it.
responsible, not even that. I mean, do it because it is constructive for this life, but just know it's not spiritual.
Okay.
Because this life that we're living right now, that we think we see this shit, we talk, we touch this stuff. This is all physical. It's not spiritual. Moralistic stuff is not spiritual. It's physical.
But the mark is just so connected to it. Like, how could you not make the distinction?
It's not though.
Because Mark, look at a shitty person. You don't think his spirit is gonna be shitty? Morally, he's like that.
But how?
Spirit is like that.
I believe that.
Low frequency, high frequency.
Look, I believe that, right? I'll be lying if I didn't agree with you there. But I don't know that for sure. We already
not, but we don't know about the other thing for sure.
No, but we do know is that evil people live the best lives. The people that we perceive
the people with the most money live the best lives, because there's evil people, bro, that are always in and out of jail.
All right, fair. Let me
got scars or have their eye, like,
Well, but those people aren't really. Most people are hurt. Most of those people that
because they were evil. That's the
not necessarily though. Not necessarily.
So?
No, a lot of. Have you not known someone that was hurt and just did a lot of things that they weren't necessarily planning to do, but they just got caught up in the situation? Like, do you know anyone like that?
Yeah, I could agree, but it's like 50-50. It's both of them,
Could be, right? Yeah. Right. I'm just saying, I know a lot of people that aren't evil, but they've done some bad shit. That's all I'm saying. Right? What I'm saying, right?
Of course, yeah.
Right. So let me revamp my words. What I'm saying is good, and I said this before. Good things happen to bad people. Bad things. Sorry, Yeah, yeah. Bad things happen to good people as how we perceive it. So what I'm trying to say is that this physical stuff that we're dealing with has nothing to do with how we continue in the spiritual world. I'm not saying that completely for sure, right?
Yeah,
Because
no.
I believe in karmic debt. I do, honestly, right? But I think that only matters when you come back. What if you don't come back? What if you so what if you're enlightened
yeah.
and
I mean,
you
of course, if
right
you had karmic debt, you wouldn't come back.
right if you don't have
I mean,
any
you would come
right
back.
right
You would come
well
back.
if you do have it you do, but if you don't you would already been ascended.
Yes.
But the point I'm trying to make is the God that's trying to keep us here
But Mark, what do you mean
is
by
not.
no one's trying to keep it? Because I could just
They are because they're telling us how to live our lives correctly, as we know, in this physical
yeah,
realm.
but I feel like are you confusing
If
like self-preservation and just being stuck here?
I'm saying self-preservation essentially, and I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna take advantage of it because I am. I'm not ready to go. But what I'm saying is that self-preservation is not spiritual because you're just trying.
That's what I'm getting.
Right,
What I'm
right.
saying self-preservation is you don't want to be 80 and like in a fucking iron lung. You want to be 80 still doing jumping jacks. That's what I'm getting at. So
Well,
like, because I'm saying don't drink, don't
yeah,
gamble, don't do intoxicants, shit
right.
like that.
Yeah, yeah. In a way, but self-preservation also could be you just trying to stay here.
Well,
You
Mark, that's what I'm saying. You
right,
need to
right.
do, if you're
But
asking.
regardless if you're in an iron lung or not, you're still here.
Oh, true. But you didn't preserve
Right?
the rest of you.
No, but you're still
I
living
love how we be talking, dude. Like
because
it's
they said
always
that.
like,
No, it's always up and down.
yeah,
That's why I love it
yeah.
because the God of these Abrahamic religions says he's the God of the living, not the God of the dead.
No, because in the Bible, the devil's the god of the world.
He's the God of he's the Prince of Darkness. He's the God of the dead. Or sorry, no.
He's
Actually,
god of the world.
I don't.
Look
Are you
up.
sure? Are you sure? Maybe
Yes,
maybe
yes,
so.
yeah.
I
I
don't.
look at, yeah, God,
Okay.
the devil is the god of the world, and in Quran, Allah is the god of the world.
Whoa, interesting. Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting. Very interesting.
yes. Because then we gotta go. So which one? So now which one do we believe the most?
Or which one is? Are they different? That's the question. That's what I'm
Obviously, they
asking.
are because one of them's wrong, one of them isn't.
How do you know though? Couldn't they be the same thing? There's different books.
Huh?
They're different books. How do you know they're not the same person?
What do you mean different books?
They're different. The Bible and the Quran are different books.
Yes,
If
but
one of them
the
is,
Quran, bro, doesn't go from the Bible.
I know that, but what I'm saying is that if they're both claiming to be the God of the world, what exactly is different from them? Because I'm sure Allah's killed people, no?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's probably.
But you don't kill people as much as the God of the Bible does.
Definitely not. But what I'm getting at, definitely not. But what I'm getting at, bro, is like the Bible isn't reliable. Is what I'm getting at all. And I'm not even hitting with the surface level. It's just wishy-washy. I'm talking about, bro. We have nothing. It stands on nothing, bro. Like it's a game of telephone on top of not even having the earliest manuscripts of that game of telephone. Like there is no, we don't have nothing in Jesus's language.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. We don't have an Aramaic Bible. We have nothing that Jesus really said.
Yeah.
Like the Greek manuscripts, we have nothing. Like the Bible, what it really was, bro, it's nothing what it is now. Even like they contradict each other. The KJV and this one.
Yes. But
so what I'm getting at, it's not reliable.
Okay, it may not be reliable in the way that you're thinking of it, which I'm not disagreeing because I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But the main premise of it is stolen from the Egyptians. They stole it from.
You're talking about the esoteric side of it?
Well, not even that. The mythology of it is simply stolen.
Is that not the esoteric? Like
yeah.
Of course. What are you saying they got from the Bible, or the Bible got from Egypt? Like, what are you getting at?
Horus, Heru. Heru is Mary.
They
Mark, took the.
Please stick with that, bro. Because I've been thinking, why do you think they have that, but not with Muhammad?
They do have that. Not with Muhammad, though, because Muhammad may have been an actual person, right? This is something that I've came to know. Muhammad must.
So then
Jesus, though, on the other hand, was someone that was.
Mark, if you believe, do you believe Muhammad was a real person?
Yeah, I do.
So what do you believe about him?
I believe that, bro, the fact that the Hadith has a bunch of people. I mean, I can't just dismiss all these people saying that he was at least alive and were saying.
But do you believe, okay, so now, because obviously you hit a wall where it's like, yeah, but I don't believe what he says, and then why?
I don't know what. Okay, Yes. What I don't believe is, or sorry, what I can't verify. It doesn't matter what I believe or not, right?
No, it
What I
does.
what
That's what I want.
well,
I don't care. I mean, that's what it is.
no,
Mark.
because
At the end of the day, what I have is just a belief.
right.
I've told you that
But
plenty of times. I don't got the
no, no.
answer for anything immediate
Facts.
view. It's just a belief. That's why
Facts.
we're
But
talking about our beliefs.
indeed, but you just said the Bible has nothing to verify anything on it. So clearly, it doesn't matter what you believe; it's what you can verify. Correct? You can verify the
I see what
Islam
you're
stuff,
saying.
so you
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it more so, right?
Yes.
It don't matter what the fuck I believe. What I can't verify
Oh, I
is
see what
the
you're
fact that a dude that can't read, can't write, somehow got the ability to decipher what the fuck God said. That wasn't in Arabic, wasn't in any language that we can decipher.
saying. It wasn't Arabic.
Right? No, it couldn't have been.
It
Why
was.
in the world would God be saying stuff in Arabic?
Because, I mean, I think it's in the Quran, the answer, but it's because it's the most precise language for us to understand.
That's
as
humans.
humans. Bro, if God was
earthly,
gonna
though.
communicate, of course,
That's
Mark.
earthly.
If God is gonna communicate something to the people here, what other way would He do it other than the most precise language? If you're God, bro, and it's like I want to let these people know something, and I don't want it to be corrupted, and I don't want it to be misinterpreted, and I just have to let them know. I keep sending messengers. They don't listen to them. They could kill them or this and that. So
right.
how could I leave a message that is like everlasting?
Right. He may have interpreted it in Arabic.
Of course.
I don't think
of course. I'm not saying Allah speaks Arabic. Of course.
That's what I'm getting at.
Of course.
That's what I'm getting at. Right.
No.
He may have interpreted.
At the end of the day, bro, the story is Gabriel, you know, the angel Gabriel. We call him Jibril. Allah gave him the word, and he sent down the angel, and then the angel recited the Quran.
But and even that, who was there to decide? Who was there to
see it?
Is there hadith? Is there hadith on that?
Yeah, there are these. There's definitely witnesses of them seeing the angel.
But did they see them? Did they see him give it to
receive
Muhammad?
The message?
Yes.
I don't know because he didn't receive it all at once. It wasn't like he just got a book, you know. It was like it varied. So I don't know. Maybe not.
Because
at the end of the day, bro, it definitely is a belief. Like I see what you're getting at.
Yeah,
I have to
right.
believe that an angel came down. And,
right, and African spirituality, right? It never claims to be history.
But isn't it?
It's not history. No, Heru, Horus, Osiris.
Damn,
they're not real people. They're not real people. Zeus, Prometheus.
So you think they're just the way we've described them?
It's a way of describing energy that in scientific, yes, essentially in scientific processes.
How the fuck did we even discover those people? What is your theory on that?
We created them as men. We created a way, just like, well, I don't know about you, but okay, now let me ask you. You like to design things, correct? Do you, if you had a lot of knowledge, well, maybe it's not the best example. Let me scratch that.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a book that you're writing and you have a bunch of knowledge, if you have a certain message that if you have a certain message that you're trying to portray in the book, you're not going to make it blatant. You're not going to make it super. You got to dig for it, correct?
Like subliminal.
You got to make it subliminal to the way that people understand what the hell you're talking about, but also not super out there, right? You got to right. Agree. It's the same thing for these mythologies. Same
thing with the Quran. In a way.
Yeah. In a way, but yes, but the issue is with these with these Abrahamic religions is that they're claiming to be real history.
But some of the things are proven, bro.
Right. Which
I see.
You get where I'm coming from?
They're trying to take the whole thing.
They're trying to
take credit for, I guess, everything.
Every book is trying to, every Abrahamic religion, bro, because all of them say that we're right. No one else is right.
Because remember remember what Islam, the definition of Islam, like it means submission of one God. So but I mean, because it says that Allah the only religion He will accept is being Muslim, which is just submission to one God. Like we believe, bro. Like we don't know 100%, but we believe Zoroastrianism, which was way before Islam, maybe around the Hindu times, they might even be in heaven because it was the same thing. They just believe in God. So that could have been a prophet. Like some Muslims say, Zoroaster could have been a prophet, which is a testament of the Quran saying, Allah sent a prophet to every nation.
Right.
It's just No,
keep going.
That's pretty much it. Like it's not saying like you know how Christians are. It's only if you don't go through Jesus, you're going to
Yeah,
hell. That's
true.
not like that's like not as strict. I would say Islam is more broad. Same with Jews.
Yeah.
Jews is just Jews. You got to be circumcised and this
Yeah.
and all that. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, bro. I'm
huh?
serious, bro.
No.
You hear most stories of people trying to become Jewish. They say you got to be part of this lineage, bro. Remember the dude, the Jewish guy we know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember I think one of the last times we talked. He called me and he said, "Hey man, how you been?" And I was like, "Hey man, this is when I was heavy, like really studying Islam." And I told him I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about becoming a Muslim." And he told me he was like, "Oh, what are you gonna be, a Sunni?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Yeah, man, I think I'm honestly gonna be Jewish like forever." And I was surprised. I was like, "Wow," because he never really talked about it that much. I didn't think he was that devout. And then he was like, "Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend you like join." And I'm like, if you
That's a
think
lot of hard work.
if you think for you go to heaven or this is the best way of life, why would you?
Why
not
wouldn't
be-
you? Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's very limited, and Islam is more broad, I would say.
Right.
Like even like you, bro. Like if you believe in God, it's just I gotta definitely break that down more, bro. Because I know it sounds like very like kind of like goofy. It's like if you just gotta believe in God and you're gonna go to heaven. It's way
No.
a little bit more.
Well, maybe.
But that's
other people.
the essence of it.
Yeah. My thing is it's okay. Say I create something, right?
Mhm.
Say I create some random ass word. Not to say that Islam is a random ass word, but or Muslim is a random ass word. And I define it by certain terms or certain things that you do. So you, all right, no, it's perfect. I'ma say we mop heads, right?
Okay.
Because we got long hair.
Yeah.
You didn't intentionally grow your hair to become a mop head.
Oh,
I just
Mark,
say
that is
I-
a beautiful.
I just say because I created the term that you fit into the religion or the term of mop head.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm getting at. Where
Okay. So you're saying
Yeah.
like you're saying there's a problem with that, or
there's a problem because just because I believe in God doesn't necessarily mean I'm Muslim, even though by definition it means by submission,
yes,
right?
If you believe in one God, yeah.
Right. That doesn't necessarily because I do believe in one God. I believe in one God, but I believe we are all Him.
That's
It's
that's where
it's-
Islam makes a distinction because we believe in one God that is
It's separate.
no, just one
Oh.
and doesn't break apart.
Oh, but
Like I for the
Separate
next
from
episode
us.
I'll
Separate
find
from us.
verses, but there's literally like specific verses in the Quran where it's like Allah is one and He doesn't break apart. It just describes Him. You know,
Right,
I
right.
should actually bring that up next time.
yeah.
But
So,
yeah,
but do you get where I'm coming from?
I
It's-
do.
It's
Yeah.
a term that was
But
coined.
that's why I brought up my thing because you see how it gets specific.
It
How it's like
does.
your thing, yeah, it is, but
Yes.
it kind of isn't when you
Right,
get into
right.
it.
But then-
if you
right,
look
right.
at Zoroastrianism, it
Right.
was kind of like Islam, only God, and He was just one, and He
Okay.
didn't break off, He didn't have sons, He
True.
wasn't a father. That so it's
True.
kind of that, which is what I was saying earlier. There's like specifics to it. It's not just I
Right.
believe in God and
Right.
You know?
Which is okay. You got me there. But at the same time, you also said that Jesus technically was a Muslim, but he
Yeah.
was Jewish though. If you asked
well,
him,
yes, they were Muslim too, bro. Moses.
see,
and
but
all
that's the
that.
thing. Do you get where I'm coming from? Just because they believe in one
But
God,
it was at that time.
yes, but because they coined a term,
Yeah, I see- I kinda
that
see what you're
generalizes a certain belief. Now they can say, "Oh, they're Muslim too."
Yeah, but that
do
damn,
you get where I'm coming from?
I do and I don't, bro. I mean, obviously, that's it's like the religion proves itself.
Which
you know what
is
I'm
a problem. Which is a problem because you got
It is and it isn't because why would you want a religion that doesn't prove itself? Why would you want to have blind faith?
true, but you also have to have outside sources to validate the whole religion
You
itself.
do. You definitely.
Right?
I mean, you have the hadith. You have tafsir. You know.
That only proves that
I-
Muhammad was a real person and said these things. Which I'm not saying he didn't.
Because the bridge between you and me was like, yeah, you're like, yeah, I believe he said that, but for me, it was like, well, if you believe it, then you gotta be Muslim.
Right.
Do you know what I'm getting at? Because
Yeah.
I'm the truth and I'm the way and worship
Yeah.
Allah, but it's like,
Right.
but I'm not doing it.
Right. I believe he said these things.
But you just know, you're just like, it wasn't true though.
Yeah, well,
It could have been an analogy or an allegory or whatever.
could have been. I haven't got that far to be completely honest with you.
I haven't
Right.
either, bro. It's like it's a lot. It's not just
It's a
one.
lot.
It's not just one hadith. It's a lot of
It's a
books.
lot. And
It's a
no,
lot of
I mean the video you sent me was very good.
Oh yeah, the science.
There's no way I can, because I wasn't back there, right? I mean, I guess we can always say there's nothing that we can completely verify because we weren't there. But at the same time, for me to for me
If there
to
was a thing,
dismiss, say it again?
If there was a thing,
What do you mean?
like if there was a thing that you could verify, is that what you're getting at? Like it would be
No.
the hadiths?
No. What I'm getting at is for me to dismiss all these people to have said that he said these things, it'd be ignorant of me. You get where I'm coming from?
There's just so much of it.
Huh?
There's just
Yeah.
so much of it,
Yeah. If the roles were reversed, well, no, I wouldn't say that.
What do you mean? Like
but-
if you're a Muslim?
No. Scratch that. That was wrong.
You're like, I'll never be a Muslim.
No. What I meant by that is if like a pharaoh or a historical figure was have said to have been, the same thing with hadith, we already know these, historical figures.
Yes. But you have more, I guess, to fall back on, you're saying? Or
There's more to fall back on the historical figures. But at the end of the day, if there's so many people saying that he said these things, I'm not going to be the one to say he didn't. Maybe he didn't, right? I'm not saying he did for sure. But with all the evidence, I'm going to say he was alive. He existed, right?
Mhm.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Which I don't think
we're making progress, bro.
Oh no! Well, shoot, I don't know if I believed that before, but once I saw the hadith, I'm like, okay.
I don't know either.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that clearly.
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is that's not. It doesn't matter if he exists or not because
Of
Jesus may not have existed. I don't think Jesus
all of them,
existed.
Abraham, all of them,
Yeah, they may not. In my personal opinion, they're mythology. They're mythology. The real Moses did exist, but his name was not Moses. It was Tutmosis. Tutmosis, and he was a scribe.
But Mark, isn't some of that in the Bible too, or no?
No, well, Tutmosis is not.
No. But I'm saying his journey to Egypt, or what he did in Egypt, because he was right. Didn't he even talk to Pharaoh and battle Pharaoh or whatever, or no?
He was a scribe, so he was a servant of Pharaoh with his Akhenaten, which was the one that said that the
servant
real.
of Pharaoh?
Yeah. Well, a scribe is someone that writes down what the fuck the Pharaoh says,
Mhm.
and he was a scribe of Akhenaten. Akhenaten was the only Pharaoh that said, "Let's worship one God," and they killed him though. They got him out of there because they said, "No, you can't take away this."
I need to do research on that guy because that could have been that could be like a prophet.
Could have been, but they killed him. And the reason why they killed him was because they said, "Hey, we're not going away from our old stuff." Because they said, "Hey, there is no one God. We have aspects of it. You're interpreting it wrong." That's what they said.
But who's the
Akhenaten?
Yeah, I'm just like, who's to say that, right? It's like, who has that right? You know what I'm saying, bro? That's like us. Like you're like, there's a bunch. I'm like, there's one. Isn't it like so like?
Okay, but
how history is like they really killed him for that, like really.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you have a history of hundreds of thousands of years,
okay, that's what I was waiting for. Yes, like,
right?
Proof,
proof of people saying the same shit.
So where did he get his from?
Well, I don't know exactly where he got it from. I know that he had a long
Fitra, like just being born.
Possibly, yeah. I'm not the one to say that's wrong. All right, possibly, right? But I do know that he had an elongated head. Right. Also, he was the first one to say that there was one God in Egypt.
How long ago was
that? But I don't know exactly the time, but I also do know as well he worshipped the sun, I believe. Also, the sun could be son of God.
100%.
Right. There's many meanings, right? But these are things that it's a part of history, man. It's a part of history that things that just happen. But we can verify him. He was a pharaoh for sure.
Oh. Mark, what is a pharaoh? Like, is a pharaoh a title? Like, is it like priesthood or?
Pharaoh is the king of Egypt. That's all it is, really. It doesn't.
And there were pharaohs, right?
There's pharaohs.
Like, it wasn't just one.
Yeah. There's
not like the pharaoh.
There's a dynasty of pharaohs. There's like, there might even.
So those people, you think even like those people are those the people you're saying also that they didn't walk the earth, bro? Like that was all mythology.
No. Those are real people. Pharaohs are real people because those are kings. Okay. They all practice, and they all knew about Osiris, Heru,
God of
Horus.
Osiris.
Right? Say it again.
God of Osiris. Like I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, the Eye of Osiris thing.
I've heard God.
God of Osiris.
Yeah.
Okay.
God of Osiris. That's the eye that Pharaoh has, right? Young Pharaoh.
The eye of Horus. Is the god. Yeah. Is the eye. Is that the eye that is on the pyramid? The eye that you see all the time. That's the eye of Horus. It's the eye because.
Bro, how long are we going for? Because I wanted to show you something real quick.
Go ahead, man. We good.
All right, all right, brother. I wanted to show you this because you always tell me about, bro, like Africans being stripped of the spirituality. So I want to introduce to you.
Okay,
Yo, it's a monk. I want to introduce to
I'll
you,
play this shit, man.
homie, the great Ayuba Suleiman Diallo. This is him. So here is some
Let me
brief
add him.
history on him.
Hold on. Let me add him. There you go. Wait, no. There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
so here's some brief history on him. So he was born in 1701 and died in 1773. He's from Eastern Senegal and West Africa, and he was part of the Maliki school that was actually built in the 8th century. He memorized the Quran by 15 years old, and he was captured in the transatlantic slave trade when he was 30. Eventually, he got freed and went to England, and he debated Christians and stuff like that. This picture actually, this book is actually one of the Qurans that he had handwritten from memory out of 3. And this picture is called The Fortunate Slave. It was painted in 1734. I think it's one of the only pictures of a black guy smiling at that time, like not depicted as a clown or like something like racist or whatever. Now, a white guy drew him or painted him by the name of William Moore. So when I did my research on this guy, and I was just there's more Muslims to it. We'll definitely get to it that have gone through this thing. But yeah, bro. Now everybody got I guess stripped from like or whatever, you know.
Okay. You said he was born in Senegal, right?
Yes, West Africa.
West Africa. Do you know that you said 1701?
That's when he was born. Yes.
Do you know at that time that that part of Africa was already colonized?
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. What point are you trying to make?
I'm trying to make that wasn't his, because he believed in that religion. That doesn't necessarily mean that that was his original religion.
What would make it original? Because it doesn't look like it was forced. Like he looked at like he did like a lot of like he memorized the Quran. He wrote 3 books from. Doesn't look, if it was forced, he definitely would have.
No, not. What do you mean?
If it was forced, bro, he wouldn't be that. There
Not
wouldn't be that
necessarily.
much love with it.
Look at black people today.
Oh,
How
with Christianity?
yeah, how we love this shit. We love Jesus.
Oh, that's a good point.
Bro, you have people willing to die for that. My cousin in Atlanta, he knew someone that killed another person because they didn't agree with the Bible.
No way, man.
Yes. Black people love Jesus.
Yeah.
And shit was forced on us. The point I'm trying to make is at this specific anything.
So then you would be making the claim that this was forced on him, like this came like by the sword or whatever.
Personally, especially if you're talking about the 1700s, bro, I would probably put money on it. It was something that was brought to him. Maybe not. It was that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he wasn't born with the book. Someone gave it to him.
Well,
but there's a difference between it being forced and.
You know what?
We also don't know what his parents did, and maybe they were into some other shit, and then he found out the Quran.
You know what? That's a very good point. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very good point.
There's there's another guy named.
My thing is that wasn't their main spirituality. That never.
Of course not.
Right?
Of course not. Yeah. Right. I mean, like I've always told you, bro. Like the Quran, it's not like the Quran came with Adam, the first human, and then you know, obviously.
Well, the Quran specifically is something of the Middle East, is an Arabic,
predominantly thing.
Yeah. Okay. What I mean, yes.
From there.
Yes, but what I mean by that is, it suited the Arabs the best.
Because it was in their language?
Not necessarily, because Arabic, I can tell you right now, I don't believe the Arabs created that shit.
Probably not. I mean, look, we already talked about those.
Like
the Emerald tablets are in Arabic.
Right. Even the Greek, the very sophisticated language created was by black people.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if the white boy came here 6,000 years ago, and at that time he was a caveman, he couldn't read, and even 1,000 years ago he couldn't read, and we had to go ahead and fucking re-implement him into history. Sorry, re-implement him into society. Teach him how to bathe, bath, wash, not fuck animals, and if not sleep in the barns. You're gonna tell me they're gonna create that shit, and then what you're gonna tell me that the Arab create a language? They can't even talk.
Who?
The white boy.
But who's making that claim?
No one. Well, the consensus is that they created the Greek language. They created a lot of languages, which is false. Right, which
Yeah,
is false.
yeah,
If
no.
they couldn't talk and we had to
Yeah,
teach
yeah,
them how to
yeah.
do the shit,
I
it's not
personally just feel like
possible.
it's just the best. I just feel like it's one of the best languages,
No,
honestly.
no,
Like
I'm not,
the depth.
bro. I'm not. I agree with you.
Because I feel like you're getting at like there's like you're making like a connotation like this was made for a specific amount of people and it's
No,
like you know
well,
what I'm
I
saying?
guess
Like
that
for
maybe
me,
what
I'm leaning
yeah.
towards more there was a reason
Yeah, I'm not.
behind
Well, okay. Well, let me
the
ramp it. I'm
yeah.
not saying that, but I
Okay.
guess I can see what you mean. But what I'm getting at is that black people created that language. The
Okay.
reason why is because if 6,000 years ago they couldn't even talk, even 1,000 years ago they couldn't talk. Now let's ask you this: where did the Arabic people get their dark skin, slightly dark skin from? They didn't get it from white people.
No.
Do you think they just spawned as there was two people in this world,
Oh
black,
no, I kind of see what you're getting at. Oh,
dark
okay. Yes,
skin,
yes.
right? And there was the white boy that was created. This was in the Temple of Abydos. Go look it up. They
Mm-hmm.
have four different races of men. One being the Ruti, which is the root, which is the oldest person. Then they have like the Seti or something like that, which is a lighter skinned person,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is because black people can be any. I have a sister. I have two sisters. One sister that looks exactly like me. Other sister, lighter, very light skin, looks more like her mother. We don't have the same. We don't have the same mom, but two. One is light skin. One is dark skin.
Mm-hmm.
Right. One looks like the mother. One looks like the dad. You know what I'm saying? You could go. Whatever you want to. Decide with it. But
Mm-hmm.
the dark skin one, if you don't want to say that's not his daughter, the dark skin one does not look like the mother. They
So
both came
what are
from
you getting
pussy.
at, bro?
The point I'm trying to make is the Ruti and the Suti are just black people.
Okay.
There's also another one that has dark skin. That's the Dravidian. That's the Indian, right?
I've heard of that, yeah.
Okay. The Tamahu, by definition, Tama means created. Hu means white. Created white.
But
There's
Denmark, you also have to think about, bro. You're translating that in a shitty language.
what shitty language? Miniature?
English.
Okay. What
And
else
that
could
fucks up a lot.
true?
I know,
It does. It does. It does.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
like
it does.
we'll
It
never
does.
really know the actual real meaning of it because there's being watered down by English.
True. You know what? Fact.
And that, I mean, that throws a fucking
Yeah.
a hot water on everything,
okay.
Mark. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? It can. In this case, it doesn't. And the reason why I say that is because there is a lot
Pattern?
of patterns, books, even Mary Shelley, Frankenstein is about a created man.
Yes. Oh, that's actually a very good point, bro. Yeah, he turns into a zombie.
But right, but who created it? A mad scientist.
Yes.
Who was Yakub? A mad scientist that knew gene splicing. The stories align, and when you watch Doctor of Island Remark,
Now, Mark, he obviously made you think he made two to mate, or how do you think they just kept flourishing?
Well, how the story goes is that he created what we know as Bigfoot,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he grafted it down because they were too intelligent, maybe, I don't know, but he grafted it down, and essentially it turns into what we know is who we know. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? There's lots of photos. Sorry, not photos. There's lots of paintings of the wolf one.
Bro, please, you have to bring these up because we've been talking about these for a while, man. And I really want to see something on the walls or something under or whatever.
Wolf Wonen, that's what it is. Wolf Wonen. Hold on, let me find this shit. Hold on. Damn, this shit ain't come up. Fuck. Ancient wolf man. Let me try to find this shit real quick. I still don't even eat this. I still haven't eaten.
Really?
No, I ain't shit yet. Okay. It's not giving me what I really want, but kinda. Let me see here. Wolf. Hold on, people. Hold on.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Bring up Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mhm.
Trying to find that shit, man. I know there's a bunch of fucking. I just gotta get the term correctly. Correct. Let's see if this shit comes with it. No. Oh, maybe. Old. Try my best, girl. Okay, I might have found it. This is the closest I've been. Okay, yeah, the Wild Man. The Wild Man. That's who it is. Yeah, I found it. Okay,
Okay.
I found it. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Do you see?
Jesus. Yeah.
You see? Okay. This right here. There is so. They call it the wild. It's this. The ones I saw before, they call they're named they're slightly different, but basically they're wild man. They have a bunch of hair, right? Look at this,
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
wild men. That's what they're called, wild men. And you've seen people, white boys with the
Mark, what if
like,
these are the Nephilim that we hear about, like in the Book of Enoch?
yeah, but they're primitive. So how could they be better than us yet still be primitive? You know what I'm saying?
Because what the story goes is like they made it with fallen angels, so they're definitely gonna be better than us off the rip.
Well, this doesn't look like fallen. It just looked like someone that made it with a monkey. Correct? Look at the hair.
Very true.
Look at that, bro. And he crawling, bro. He not doing no high science. He not doing no, you know what I'm saying, no technology shit. Look at this.
Doesn't that look like the guy from like the Vegetables?
What
I'm talking
vegetables?
about the big green giant, the green giant.
You know what,
You know what I'm
bro?
talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if I ever watched that movie though.
No, it's not a movie, bro. It's like a brand of vegetable right there.
Where?
The white guy.
Oh, him?
It's
Him?
like that. Yeah, it looks like that.
The Green
Yeah,
Giant.
but he's all green. He's like that literally, but his skin is green.
Let me see here. Green Giant. I swear that was like. I know what you're talking about. Oh, you know it does. It does kind of actually. Oh,
He's green.
yeah, it does actually. Especially this one. Yeah, Wild Man. He got hair. Now it would, if according to the stories that they grafted it down
Mm-hmm.
to what we know as the one we know as today, with not too much hair, but they still got hair, right? This is all these depictions. Now, this is how I work.
Mm-hmm.
If a bunch of cultures are saying the same thing, I perceive it to be as true. They got a
Well, other
bunch of-
cultures are saying that though, like the same story.
Well, mostly this stuff is obviously found in Europe because that's where the caves were and
Very
that's
true.
where they were created,
Yeah.
right? But all of these things are the same thing. Wild man, very hairy.
So, Mark, where do you think giants come from and things like that? That we always hear about. Like, do you think those are Nephilim or no?
That I don't know. I'm not gonna claim to know.
I
That
wonder if those
do not
are
know.
created like as well or not.
Right.
I
That I'm
wanted to
not.
share this with you real quick, bro. This is in referring to the why the Quran is in Arabic and things like that. Had we made it a Quran in distinct and inexpressive language, these fault finders would have surely said, "Why has not the subject matter of its verses been made clear in exposition? What can indistinct and inexpressive language and an eloquently clear language be one and the same thing? Say it is a wonderful guidance and healing to those who believe, but as to those who do not believe, there is deafness in their ears, and this Quran is obscure to them with regard to its factual truth, and they are as if to say being called to from a place afar." Well, the language in the Quran is ridiculous. But yeah, it's basically saying because it has like precision or whatever. Like if it wasn't, yes, like if it was in English, like we see with the Bible, people would be like, oh, this and that,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. You get a lot of interpretations.
Yes. See how the book answers itself, bro? It's like not a lot of books could do that.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, man. I'm not disagreeing with you. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
That is English is a fucking curse language. If you don't
Is
know
it
about
something,
it,
bro? Like I'm sticking to my guns when I really think that Thoth was like a prophet, like sent by Allah or whatever. Because why is it in Arabic also? And Jesus spoke what? Aramaic.
Mhm.
Maybe when he got his thing, he got it in that language. It's just they're all like the same language. I'm like, why is it
Yeah.
the same pattern?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Thoth was how long ago, bro? Like,
I mean,
is Thoth
they
Atlantic time? Atlantis?
supposed to be
like,
10,000, 11,000 years ago.
I don't
That's
know.
what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that. But let's definitely wrap it up because I gotta eat, man. I haven't,
Yeah, he's like 118 right now.
bro. We get into the goals for the summer, bro. I'm telling
Yeah,
you
we
that right
will.
now.
We can
You know what I'm
answer
saying? No question.
Yeah.
You feel me? But
Man, this was a fun episode.
yeah, man. Man, come on.
Pretty good.
If y'all make it to the end, man, like and subscribe for more content, man. We, you know what I'm saying? We out here putting on, you know what I'm saying? We out here putting game on and, you know what I'm saying, giving y'all some real stuff.
Yep.
So you know, ism again is definitely the future.
It is.
You might as well hop on now.
Yep.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
can
You
learn
might as
something
well.
new,
You know what I'm saying? You know, so you don't get called a bandwagoner after we blow up. So hey,
Yep.
that's just how I'm looking at it, man. But
Yep.
we're gonna let y'all go.
Yep.
Peace.
Provide the leadership to the people's revolution so he can take this country and change it. Turn it upside down and put the last first and the first last. Not only for black people, but for all people.